first time that this has happened at this hospital.
Families have been coming to us to find those answers.
Will CDPH be holding Mercy San Juan accountable?
Now we're hearing from law enforcement about the valuable time they spent searching for people who are never really missing.
Could this have been avoided?
Oh, absolutely. That's my bro, you know.
Why would you wait a whole year to let us know that she passed?
Why couldn't anyone tell us anything?
Dignity. They don't have any dignity.
I don't even know how they can use that name.
My sister's name is Tanya Walker.
Tanya Walker was the oldest of 13 kids, her other sister, Kalia Zachary, says.
We grew up here, Sacramento, born and raised, all of us.
The 51-year-old also had kids of her own.
She has 4 children, 2 girls, 2 boys.
It was just before Thanksgiving in 2023 when the family reported Walker missing.
She's never missed a holiday. She was there every holiday. So we were just waiting for her to come there for Thanksgiving. And when she didn't show up, we knew something's really, really wrong.
I'm a detective with the Missing Persons Bureau for the Sacramento County Sheriff's Office.
Detective Zaheem Butch says the sheriff's office gets 150 to 200 missing persons cases a month. But just like in the case of Michael Gray and Jesse Peterson, Tanya Walker's whereabouts never should have been a mystery.
Could this have been avoided?
Oh, absolutely.
As KCRA 3 investigates reported case after case.
We've revealed several cases of delayed death certificates.
Responses from Dignity Health were limited to statements like this. Our goal is to provide the best care and support possible for patients and their families. Unfortunately, we are unable to comment on pending litigation. But others had plenty to say. Anonymous tips rolled in, leading us to public records that spoke volumes.
It just continues to get worse and worse as the facts come out.
6 months into our investigation, we discovered revealing records from state regulators.
I am surprised and I am disgusted. The fix is so easy and it is absolutely required by law.
As early as 2022, the California Department of Public Health found Mercy San Juan Medical Center's practices after patient deaths were deficient, noting in one case the hospital failed to notify a patient's family for 6 weeks. And instead of following state law and completing the patient's medical records within 2 weeks, a doctor took 39 days. That's more than 5 weeks. 1 year later, CDPH found the hospital failed to follow its own policy. It moved a patient's body after death for storage, but never documented where, causing the patient's son emotional distress. Finally, a 2024 report confirmed what tipsters had been telling us all along.
There's something going on. I don't know what it is.
It was more than just a coincidence. All these strikingly similar stories.
I think we deserve answers.
CDPH said the hospital had systemic problems with failing to notify families and complete death certificates, leading to a backlog of bodies.
It's like a nightmare. It's very disappointing.
At the time, CDPH said the backlog included the human remains of 61 patients. But in reality, looking over a period of several years, we found the backlog was at least 3 times that. And it didn't just impact Mercy San Juan patients. It involved patients from 5 Dignity Health hospitals in the greater Sacramento area, according to records we obtained. Records like this. The offsite morgue Dignity Health contracted with would regularly send what it called inventory lists of how many bodies were stored and for how long. Our analysis of just some of those lists from mid-2023 to the start of 2025 reveals a backlog of more than 180 patients, each tied to delays in death certificates ranging from 1 month to more than 3.5 years.
Not knowing is the hardest thing.
In Tanya Walker's case, detectives spent many months searching homeless encampments, even using cadaver dogs, worried it may be a homicide.
We were really investing a lot of resources into Tanya's case at the time.
All those resources, only to later learn Walker was one of so many left in limbo.
They could have actually saved us a lot of heartache and trauma.
At 51 years old, Walker suffered cardiac arrest and died at Mercy General Hospital on November 2nd, 2023. A doctor didn't sign her death certificate until April 15th, 2024, and her family didn't find out until the end of May.
Just to know that she was sitting at a morgue for 7 months and no one notified us, it was just heartbreaking for us to, we don't understand why couldn't anyone tell us anything, So I think that's more of what has me so angry.
They became the third family to sue Dignity Health, but the first with allegations like this.
The condition her body was in just wasn't acceptable.
They say it wasn't just the time that had passed.
Her face it looked like someone poured battery acid all on her face.
They alleged Dignity unilaterally made the decision to make Walker an organ donor, and then without any permission whatsoever harvested Walker's eyes and tissue. Claims Dignity is fighting in court.
We identified her through the tattoo on her arm.
Then they say the only option was cremation.
So this was from her celebration of life. Family members sign it.
Love you, sis. We'll miss you.
To my oldest sister, love you always.
Will always be in my heart. Love you, Mom.
Her life taken too soon. Rest in peace, your cousin.
As they look back and grieve the loss, they're hoping there will be lessons learned moving forward.
What would you like to see happen?
Change. That's what I would hope for, is change.
Valerie Gray now knows the final resting place.
It's right here.
For her 39-year-old son.
Where it says Michael Vincent Gray.
Solace after so much uncertainty. And she's not alone in that.
That's so beautiful of you. Thanks.
Peace be with you.
Aww. You're so sweet. Aww. I'm sorry for your loss, too.
Ginger Kanji's daughter, Jessie Peterson, was 31.
Your daughter was beautiful.
The two mothers.
She was.
He was handsome.
Oh, he was something else. He's with me every day.
Met for the first time, united in their message.
Whatever it takes, I think something needs to change.
I'm with her. Accountability. Just, there needs to be something to stop this.
State regulators say it has stopped. CDPH said after implementing additional monitoring at the facilities mentioned in your coverage, we can share there have been no additional or ongoing concerns. Unfortunately, they said that within 1 week of a new family reaching out to us with ongoing concerns.
This isn't something Hollywood could come up with.
We had been investigating this for more than 1 year.
We are living a daily nightmare.
When we heard from Nancy Laux of Arizona.
Your stories started popping up, all kinds of information. Devastation almost is, it's not even a strong enough word.
It was one of the most extreme cases yet, involving 67-year-old Navy veteran Charles Harvey.
He's my big brother. I looked up to him.
The family got a call about Harvey from the Sacramento County Coroner's Office in December of 2025.
They told me he had passed away in June of 2022, and I was just flabbergasted.
It had been 3.5 years.
I had to make that heartbreaking call the next morning.
She had to call Harvey's son, Jacob, in Indiana.
It's really hard. How do you tell somebody that? Your dad died, and it's been 3.5 years. And he's just sitting in a warehouse.
I never dreamed I would ever be having this conversation. Like, it just doesn't seem real.
Harvey had been left without a death certificate for so long that Dignity Health actually had to go to court to ask for a delayed death registration and to explain the holdup.
There's no dignity in this. I don't even know how they can use that name.
The court filing in 2024 blamed the delay on what began back in 2020, the COVID-19 pandemic. The pandemic created a backlog, then they said staffing issues arose in order to address that backlog.
Inexcusable. Inexcusable.
Because Dignity Health Hospital's morgues are very small, it contracted with an outside company known by many names to transport and store the human remains. And the contract shows whether someone was kept for 3 months or 3 years, the cost to Dignity Health was the same. Here's Conchi's attorney, Mark Greenberg.
For whatever reason, they only billed the hospital for the first 60 days of storage. They billed for the transport and the first 60 days of storage. And after that, it was free.
For their part, the business running the morgue disputes it has any liability. Its attorneys say they intend to vigorously defend any claims against it.
I wouldn't wish this on my worst enemy. You don't treat people like that, especially not a United States Navy vet.
Our family was robbed the opportunities to properly grieve, to give him a decent Christian burial.
At the time of this interview, the family was still waiting to get death records so it could make arrangements. Waiting, like so many families before them.
It's just disheartening to know that it could have all been prevented.
You see, even if Dignity had trouble finding family, it's supposed to contact the county public administrator or the coroner. Another thing that didn't happen in a timely manner. Another delay that kept families in the dark.
The coroner's office had no record of her dying. So obviously they're not following the protocol that should be followed.
Now, Conchi's calling for consequences.
There's no accountability for it.
Because even though state regulators identified issues with Mercy San Juan Medical Center's practices after patient deaths year after year, the hospital never faced any penalties.
They were aware of it in 2022 and in 2023 and in 2024, and they did nothing about it.
Each year, CDPH found deficiencies. Mercy San Juan responded with a plan of correction. Each time, CDPH reviewed the plan, revisited the hospital, then declared it in compliance. Even though we now know the hospital didn't actually follow through on all of its planned fixes. In fact, some employees didn't seem to know about them at all. In interviews with CDPH last year, the quality director said, "I'm not familiar with these plans of correction, and no one was working on these."
The state of California failed us as a family. That hospital failed us.
We wanted to know what systems are in place on a state level to make sure hospitals are following through on fixes, and what enforcement regulators can take if they don't. So we asked to interview the CDPH director, Dr. Erica Pon.
A multi-agency workshop where we walked through all these scenarios.
The agency denied repeated requests to schedule a sit-down interview. So instead, we caught up with Dr. Pon after a legislative hearing.
Will CDPH be holding Mercy San Juan accountable?
I can't answer these questions right now.
Do you have any message, at least to the families who've been impacted, who just want to know if CDPH will take any enforcement action or do anything for them?
So thank you so much. We are going to get back to you through our media team.
Dr. Pon never did agree to an interview. Neither did Dignity Health. But once again, public records shed light on what leadership really had to say, like Mercy San Juan Medical Center's hospital president at the time, Michael Corpiel, seen here in an unrelated KCRA story. He explained to state regulators that Mercy San Juan got a lot of patients who were homeless. And Corpiel said, "We assumed the remains being stored did not have families."
It's because she was transient. It's because she was an addict. They just discarded her.
I think that's what they did with my son. They figured he was some poor kid that just didn't have nobody, and yeah, but he did.
Everyone has a family, and everyone has someone that loves them.
Everybody's life has value.
Everybody should be treated with dignity after death.
I will forever say her name, Tanya Walker.
Michael was a wonderful son.
We'll echo it forever as long as I can.
Jesse was vivacious.
She will never be forgotten.
Charles Wesley Harvey is his given name.
My sister's name is Tanya Walker.